with nutrition aside, what do you do when you get a muscle cramp? Basically, when I say nutrition aside, you're on top of your vitamins, you're not dehydrated, magnesium, potassium, all that stuff is good, your electrolytes are good, but you still get a muscle cramp. Now, muscle cramps are honestly just a constant series of muscle contractions in a particular area. Hamstrings get them a lot, calves get them a lot, sometimes biceps will get them a lot. Now, like I said, if your nutrition is on point and you have your vitamins, you have your supplements, you have everything, you're hydrated, it's not excessively hot or you're sweating, but your muscle still cramps. Now, what could this be? Basically, a muscle contraction, period, it's a form of communication between the muscle and the central nervous system. So somewhere in there, the communication is messed up. It's either firing for whatever reason, which is the whole point that we're talking about, and it's causing the muscle to contract on its own, causing the muscle cramp. Now, you don't need to drink any water. You don't need to, hydrate yourself. You don't need to eat a banana or have extra magnesium. So what do? One of the quickest ways, well, first let me talk about what do people normally do when they get a muscle cramp is they start to stretch it, which is wrong. You don't do that. Because what happens is the muscle is contracting, right? The muscle is squeezing. So what you want to do, very common, is we need to pull that muscle apart. We need to stretch it. We need to open it up to get it to stop squeezing so hard. But what you're not seeing is you're engaging the stretch reflex. The muscle spindle inside the muscle is recognizing that it's being pulled, and it's just going to tighten up even more, right? And it might even snap back. So trying to stretch a muscle when you're having a cramp is the wrong thing to do. What you need to do is you need to get it to relax, right? I made a video about reciprocal inhibition. When one muscle contracts, the other one relaxes, right? Cool. What we need to do with this is, let's say my hamstring is starting to cramp, right? Whatever I'm doing, I'm walking, I'm running, I'm doing leg curls. I need, that muscle starting to cramp. What I need to get it to relax. So what is the best thing to do to get it relaxed? It's opposing muscle. Let's contract that. Now, this is theoretical, of course. It's not 100%. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but it's a safer way of doing it. So if my hamstring is starting to, cramp up and start to get tightened, I should start doing quad exercises, or at least activate the quadricep muscle group. Now, it doesn't mean to go try and squat, because the hamstring's used in squatting. Don't do leg press, hamstring's used in leg press. If you're at the gym and your hamstring starts to cramp up while you're doing leg curls, go to the leg extension. Activate the quad that way. And to be honest, the best way to do it is an isometric in a shortened position. That is the best way of doing it. What you can also do, if your hamstring is starting to tighten, is put the hamstring in a shortened position, right? Like you're doing a leg curl minus the resistance. So if you lay on your stomach, curl your legs up, you're going to start feeling the cramp coming on, right? Have somebody grab the back of your heel and very, very lightly, I'm talking light, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is you're not doing anything and 10 you're going to rip somebody's leg off, you're going to do a 2. That's it. Think of it that way. Another great way of thinking the amount of pressure is you have a balloon, not full of helium, just a regular balloon full of air that you put your fingers against and just to hold it there. Any more pressure, the balloon's going to move. That's how much pressure you're going to put. It sounds ridiculous, but this is the best way of doing it. Because what you're doing is you're increasing the communication between the brain, central nervous system, spine, and the muscle. And it will relax because it's constantly thinking it's being pulled apart and it's engaging the stretch reflex. So now you would need to improve that communication between the muscle spindle and the central nervous system, and it'll get stronger and the muscle will relax. So that's what we can do. So you don't need to stretch a muscle that's cramping. That's actually very bad for you. All right?